Yeah.
Ascad weekends, Ascad weekdays. Yes. बस आज के लिए वीकेंड है, कल और परसों नहीं हो पाएगा। परसों मैं आऊंगा, परसों करूंगा स्ट्रीम। प्रॉब्लम काम भी है। आदि 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 किधर? मेरी आवाज क्लियर आ रही है डिमन? हेलो। ऐसा तो नहीं ना बीच बीच में कट जा रही है? हम एकदम बढ़िया। फटी हुई, फटी हुई आवाज, फटी हुई आती है। क्या करो, भगवान ने फटी हुई आवाज ही दिया है भाई। तुम लोग जैसा आवाज तो दिया नहीं है।
Is it just Paimon, or are there more people here now? And maybe, just maybe, let's get some of their berries and Oh, come on!
Excuse me.
No, we're not heading back to our room.
नहीं रे मजाक।
Allowed in here right now?
That is correct.
भाई
Only those invited to
लोग
the
मेरे साथ
party.
बहुत मजाक करते हैं।
Familiar with our ways already, I see. But here in Nodcry, channels hold equal value to Mora. I am but a lowly employee, so you'll have to.
It's fine. Can't be easy being you. we'll have to switch channels then. Never, right? The Curatorium does seem to already have an amazing intel network up and running.
जिंदगी मजाक बन गई है तो इतना मजाक तो चलता ही है, ऑब्वियसली। बात सही है तेरी, जिंदगी तो पूरा मजाक है। हाँ,
But if we ask her straight up, she'll likely squeeze us for all we're worth. Ooh, Paimon's got a plan. Lauma got Never to help her prep some medicine, right? We'll be heading to Hisi Island later anyway to ask Lauma to help us use the moon marrow. Couldn't we deliver the medicine while we're at it? If Never doesn't mention a payment, we can cash our services in as a favor. The thought of Mora made it worth the effort of thinking up. Come on, let's go!
और इस बार पटाखे फोड़ रहा है कि नहीं?
Hey, Black Cat, we're here. Oh,
Hello, you two. What's up?
not much. Just here to say hi. Also, we'll be going to Hisi Island later, so we can deliver the medicine to Lauma for you.
How thoughtful of them. Bet they want something from me in return. Well, the faster the delivery, the better, naturally. And we're lacking free hands right now, so that would be a great help. Yehoda's gone to get the medicine, and she should be back any moment now.
Don't mind if we do then. Thanks.
Oh yes, I'm sure you've all heard about what's going on. Nasha Town's in
नहीं।
turmoil, and right now everyone wants intel. Whether it's to strike it rich, save their lives, or escape whatever predicament they've found themselves in.
Ah, so you're busy making Mora. How nice.
It's not
Busy
all
making
good
more.
news, I'm afraid. We're stretched so thin that our clients have taken to competing for our services via auction. The price for taking priority slots has all but skyrocketed. In other words, we've had to suspend free intel handouts for now.
She cornered us right away. Did she guess what we really wanted from the start?
नहीं। बचपन में मजा आता था, क्या करना है?
If there's anything that worries me right now, it's the wild hunt.
Paimon coming in.
It
That doesn't sound too hard. If you need something delivered, hit us up and consider it sent.
Is that so? But, no. Forget I said anything. I mean, you're great heroes. How could I waste your precious time on trifles like these? Is there now? You should have said so sooner. Far be it for me to extort you, of all people, for intel. But seeing as you so kindly made me an offer, I suppose I'll accept.
मालूम है बहुत सारे दोस्त हुआ करते थे, बट अब सब अपनी अपनी जगह बिजी है। वही है, बट वही ना, थोड़ा टाइम निकालना पड़ेगा। देखो, सब बिजी होते हैं, नो डाउट। अगर कोई थोड़ा सा कोशिश करे ना अपना पूरा टाइम में से थोड़ा सा कोशिश करे, हम लोग भी बहुत ज्यादा लेजी है, तो तुम लोग निकल सकते हो। भले कुछ देर के लिए मिल लो, मिल तो सकते हैं। मेरा तो ऐसा रहता है कि भाई दोस्त लोगों के साथ मिलना मेरा प्रायोरिटी रहता है। लास्ट ईयर हो नहीं पाया क्योंकि तब जॉब का ट्रेनिंग चल रहा था, इसलिए नहीं हो पाया, आ ही नहीं पाया था। अब तो घर पे ही हैं तो आसपास तो घूम ही सकते हैं।
More like our common perspective. Most who live here only wish to defend their own interests. But we are different, are we not? We both seek to resolve the chaos that the Wild Hunt has caused.
Huh. More like make a profit off the wild hunt. Paimon doesn't believe a word she says.
Dissatisfied, are we? The number of commissions over at the Adventurers Guild spikes during tumultuous times, too. Would you call taking those jobs for Mora a sin?
घर पे तो कोई रहता भी नहीं, सारे दूर दूर में, मैं भी दूर, वो भी दूर। वो तो अलग बात हो गया, अगर मतलब एकदम ही दूर दूर हो भाई, मतलब अलग स्टेट का एक हिस्सा आ गया, फिर तो भाई
We
ठीक
might
बा,
squeeze some
बात में मान
magic out
सकता
of
हूँ।
chaos, but equally
बट
chaos
मैं
consumes
जैसे दोस्त लोगों के साथ
energy.
मिलने जाता हूँ,
At
मैं
any
40
rate,
किलोमीटर दूर जाता हूँ।
such is the threat of the
बट
Wild
हाँ,
Hunt
वही
today.
है, दिल्ली के अंदर है, सो ऐसा है कि भाई मेरा मतलब लास्ट पिछले साल तो किस तरह से मेरा गुजरा है, ठीक है, वही एक्सपीरियंस था। घर में बोर्ड होते रहता हूँ फिर, इफ आई एम नॉट स्ट्रीमिंग, तो इसीलिए मैं बेस्ट बोलता हूँ कि मेरे दोस्त लोगों के साथ बाहर निकल जाओ। हेलो सर भाव,
And what business would there be left should it end in some great slaughter? Or put to
नमस्ते।
flight
आज
most of
स्ट्रीम
our
नहीं करेगा,
militia talent
अभी तो
back home?
शाम
As
को
I
करोगे।
understand, the two of
वो करेगा
you
तो
are here in
बाद में मैं
Naboo
सर
to
जा
follow
भी
a
नहीं पाया।
trail of clues
आज
and
छुट्टी ना,
settlers.
हाँ भाई आज छुट्टी है मेरी,
Well,
लीव ही डाल दिया। मंडे मंडे छुट्टी है क्योंकि मंडे दिवाली है
She
इधर,
did not cry the
सो
paradise
मंडे तक
Prince
छुट्टी है मेरा।
feels. At least until our
मंडे तक छुट्टी
respective
डाल के रखा
goals
है,
have been
ट्यूसडे को काम
accomplished.
ऑलरेडी दे दिया है,
You must
ट्यूसडे का
understand. No
नहीं, कल
force
करूंगा। ओके ओके
exists
ओके।
here that would inspire unconditional unity amongst all parties.
3 दिन मतलब, हाँ भाई 3 दिन। भाई मजा आता था अगर 3-4 दिन मिल जाता था, फिर बाहर था घूम के आना था मैं।
After that incident with Lauma, I'm inclined to believe you. Your selflessness is admirable, to be sure.
बर्थडे तो वैसे भी दोस्त लोगों के साथ ही घूमता रहूंगा,
Though it's rare for a real
दिवाली है,
kid.
बम फम
Just
फोड़ना
a
है,
shame that our mysterious
वैसे भी
fate
अनबैन हो
hasn't
चुका
worked
है,
out well. Between that and its
पोल्यूशन की
occasional
एकदम
shady shakes,
ऐसी की तैसी
you
करेंगे।
will no doubt be a most slippery customer. Really, I'd be all too glad to pass on any additional intel I gain.
मैं भी दोस्तों के साथ ही
Worthwhile,
घूम रहा हूँ।
don't you
अरे
think?
अरे
You
मस्त।
front and center, me behind the curtain.
that does make sense. Sorry, Nefer. Paimon took you for someone who only cares about profit.
A well-placed only, indeed, Paimon. Nothing is wholly divorced from profit of some kind.
Wait, so you were ready to work with us from the start?
Why, of course. In fact, I was wondering when I might bring this up the moment you entered.
But... Hey, boss, I'm back! Huh? Oh, you guys are here too?
Indeed they are. In fact, they volunteered to deliver the medicine to Lauma on our behalf. And totally free of charge. Such kind souls, aren't they?
Really? Great! Oh, in that case, guess I'll be clocking out now.
Got a few more places for you to visit right here, dear.
Huh? Haven't I already worked a few days worth of overtime already? Well, guess the extra more is pretty nice. Well, we better get this medicine delivered pronto. Huh? Surely not. The special medication from before wasn't so. Was it? Wait, that can't be. Let me see. This isn't right. It was raining back there, so could it have happened while I was resting at the store? Sorry. Sorry, boss.
Sorry,
I'll
boss.
get it back right now. Trust me, I'm super fast. Hey! Slow down, you might get hurt.
Well then, any plans? If not, what say we go into town and ask around about the...
Oh, we were thinking of doing that, but we didn't get much out of it. The townspeople are a bit wary of us, and we can't get into the flagship right now.
Ah, yes, the banquet is on today. Perfect timing. That's where we'll go.
Huh? Can you get us an invitation?
Oh, come now.
Let's go to flagship.
Lady Nefer, a pleasure to see you. Oh, and our guests from earlier, I see.
That's right. My apologies. Consider it my fault for not having explained the banquet's rules to them beforehand.
Oh no, it was no trouble at all. Please, do come in.
Yeah, sure. Thanks. Not even an invitation check? Oh. Paimon didn't realize Nefer was such a big shot. Guess channels really do take you places. Finally! Now, what do we...
Pardon me? I'm sure we're all having a good time, but I would like you all to meet a mysterious guest I invited for just this occasion. I give you tonight's special guest, a renowned mixologist from Mondstadt.
Are you serious? Nice to meet you all.
I'm sure that no more needs to be said about Mondstadt's wine industry. After all, we are all connoisseurs of fine drink here. The special drinks menu is being set before you as we speak. Now then, for a time, let us set aside our worries and enjoy these exotic spirits from afar.
Ah, I see. A new face for the bar.
And here I was thinking, that ain't a familiar face. No wonder.
Well, it's a rare occasion to be sure. Want to order a glass or two?
Sounds intriguing.
I spoke to the owner. The bar is all yours. The recipes are available for your perusal here. Not to worry. I've taken the liberty of removing the more challenging options.
How'd you set this all up so quickly?
Well, as long as you know what both sides need, negotiations are essentially just a process of confirming the deal. No one would turn a beneficial offer down now, would they? The flagship already had plans to invite a professional mixologist from Mondstadt anyway. So consider this a trial run, with the list of drinks brought out in advance. Demyon will assist you. Serving guests with drinks will be the perfect opportunity for you. Of course, every guest will have their quirks, so you'll have to be careful not to arouse their suspicions.
Got it! We'll give it a try!
In the meantime, I'll go mingle with some of the guests who pique my interest. There'll be a little event during the banquet's second half, by the way. See you then.
Hello. How may I assist?
हाल तो एक काम करवा रहा है.
Good work.
Ever consider returning to Snezhnaya?
Would I be killing myself with fright? Oh, thanks. Tell you what, I envy people like you. I'm like a man in a leaking boat, soon to be food for the fish. I wouldn't have come to this dump if there were any better place to be.
Come now. Surely it isn't that bad. We've still got the light keepers.
You trust them? I wouldn't. Wouldn't trust anyone, really. They're stuck with a wild hunt here. The Snezhnayans can't be bothered, the Lightkeepers can't spare the people, and everyone else, they're a mess. I'd sooner put an ounce of faith into that cannon. Forget it. Let's just drink. Let's see if this new mixologist is worth the billing.
Mix the drink.
Hello. Good work. Now then, get the drink to the guest. Wouldn't want to keep them waiting.
Nayans will stand idly by if this wild hunt. Just leave it over there.
Here's the thing. You can't live life without a little spice.
Bet you some people are just waiting for this place to fall further into chaos.
These are bounties. Got a plan for that? Negotiate prices.
Hard to say. But what I can say is that the situation in Ashitown will get out of hand if that cannon isn't fired soon. That gun's a symbol. The most solid proof that ordinary folks like us can stand up against the wild hunt.
Wait. What are you angling?
Well, what if that was nothing but an illusion? What if, let's say, the cannon was never meant to be fired? For our sakes at least.
Surely this town is still of value to those who control it.
Of course. Well, that's all it is. Value.
हैप्पी दिवाली साहिल भाई. तुमने कैसे किया? तुम्हारा नफा डैमेज देखा क्या? कैसा लगा भाई? बढ़िया है, मैं लूंगा.
Seems like they're all
नेफर को आना ही है मेरे इसमें.
guess that's why Sosie was so anxious.
क्या? कैसे किया? हाँ हाँ, मतलब टीम क्या यूज किया वो पूछ रहा हूँ. लामा स्कर्क वालों के, हाँ मतलब ऑब्वियसली उन दोनों के लिए तो स्कर ये वाला इजी है भाई, इसीलिए मैं वीडियो भी वही कर रहा हूँ, एडिट कर रहा हूँ. ऊपर न्यूवी फ्रीना लामा नहीं था. करंट टीम में स्कर्क एसोसिएशन चल ऐलान. लगा ही था ऐसा कुछ टीम होगा. फर्स्ट ट्राई पे 36 स्टार हो गया. नाइस. मिंट वाइन. गुड आफ्टरनून द्रोनी. जिनके पास नॉट क्राई कैरेक्टर नहीं है उनके लिए हार्ड होगा, अनलेस अनटिल तुम्हारे पास अगर कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन नहीं है तो.
Get the drink to the guest.
Oh,
अभी
Carter was yours, huh?
Indeed. So, any notable news?
नेफर के लिए कितने पुल सेव हुए? 30. और पहले के 40 पिटी है तो निकल जाएगी। 3 टाइम मेडिसिन लेना पड़ेगा मुझे। कोल्ड ने हालत खराब कर दिया। अरे यार 917 ओनली। वाह 62 6.2 मैप नहीं दे रहे हैं।
You two must be Nevers.
अरे 6.2 मैं तो बोल रहा हूँ। लूना 1 लूना 2 बोलो।
Got a moment? Let's have a drink. On my tab, of course.
Paimon doesn't recall there being any other orders right now.
लूना 1 लूना 2 लूना 3 ऐसा कैसे होगा? क्योंकि अभी इनका ये वे ऑफ
Timyon, 2 wildberry trails if you
बोलना है वो
want.
हो गया। 50-50 है मेरा। 50-50 नहीं है
I help.
Paimon's name is Paimon.
मेरा, गारंटीड है।
Meet ya.
Anyway,
Oh, come
मैं
on.
किसमें
Is that
पिल
how
रहा
it
हूँ?
is between us? I mean,
So, you've known each
that's right. I can't. She lent me
ठीक
money.
है क्या? एक सेकंड मेरे को देखना था।
huge favor.
तुम्हारा तो 50-50 निकल जाता है, मेरा 50-50 का भरोसा नहीं है।
Nice person sometimes.
रूनी का तो हमेशा निकलता रहता है।
All right, come now. I did think it took me a
he's the one responsible for maintaining Yeho's robotic arm.
Oh, speaking of that,
That's right. One of Ino's masterful designs. Nowadays, I've got regular customers, which makes for a decent. On the flip side, being a family man means I can't just.
All the more reason to be proactive.
फर्स्ट 50-50 में C1 लामा निकला था।
Oh,
हाँ
right. Just another question that's been bothering me.
Most would think they'd lost their wits from fright. Does this have anything to do with our current wild hunt crisis?
सेकंड 50-50 का कह नहीं सकता
Son,
मैं तो।
All right, I get it. I'll keep my ears
बोलना नहीं था,
peeled for you. And naturally,
then we'll take our leave.
बोलना नहीं चाहिए था रूनी, बोलना नहीं चाहिए था।
He's a social. Since he's a good idea. And come, back to the bar.
91 पिटी 40 पोल सेव्ड है। नेफर के मैं को मिल जाए तो सिग्नेचर के लिए जाऊंगा। वेपन बैनर 20 पिटी। लास्ट क्या मिला था भूल गया। डीलक मिला, समझ रहे हो? लेकिन डीलक जल्दी आया पता है। जल्दी नहीं आया। मैंने सोचा जल्दी।
here's the thing.
अरे यार ये बहुत बेकार वाला रिक्वेस्ट है। एक तो इन लोग ने कंपेनियन रिक्वेस्ट भी इसमें डाल दिया आर्कन रिक्वेस्ट में।
Thank you for waiting, everyone.
finally.
Come on, let's go try our hand.
Joining us, new guy? No, you won't. The one who'll be mixing the roulette special has to take part. Those are the rules. That's more like it.
Since we have a new friend with us today, let me go
Plains
over the
वालों
rules in
की
brief. The wheel before you is
जोड़ूंगा।
divided
मैं
into
बिल्ड देख के
1
पागल हो गया हूँ।
circle. Participate drinks. Spin your way during a round of drinking.
आओ
Sounds like it might
बिल्ड
be.
देख के पागल हो गया।
Person mixing
Not that our newcomer looks like the drinking type.
Anything you drink, a single serving of Dark Horse.
What? Do my ears deceive me?
dark horse. Guess we'll have to take part now, huh?
Indeed. The Dark Horse could be yours to enjoy, so long as your luck holds. And if
एफर के लिए आर्टिफैक्ट क्या आने वाला है?
serving in one go, they will gain
मुझे लग रहा है लॉस्ट पीरियड देना पड़ेगा मेरे को।
question. Regardless,
लगा सिग्नेचर नहीं।
High risk, high reward. That's gotta be some strong alcohol.
सिग्नेचर नहीं निकालो।
if there are no other questions, let us begin.
लमा का सिग्नेचर नहीं है मेरे पास।
To get the
नहीं
ball
चाहिए
rolling.
उसको दूसरा से प्लेन्स का आर्टिफैक्ट लगाओ उस पर।
Intensity 3. Looks like I'll have to put my back into it.
बैकग्राउंड नॉइज आ रहा है क्या साहिल भाई? कुछ बताना।
Wow,
थोड़ा सा सेटिंग चेंज है माइक का।
My turn, my turn. All right, man. Fess up. You've been making a killing lately. Where's it all been coming from?
एक्स का नेफर सिग्नेचर 100 सीडी मिलता है वेपन से। बाप रे।
Some big
A normal drink, huh?
We've reached the final round of the roulette showdown. Let's see who gets the last laugh.
I gotta say, you monsters really know your alcohol. These recipes are super good. Teach me, would ya?
I was wanting to
You're up.
मेरे टू पीस पैक ने एवरेज कर दिया।
Whoa! New face
यो
here.
कामी,
The dark
अरे आज इतना सुबह उठ गए?
bottoms up. Bottoms up.
Hey, will you be alright? You wanna just give this one to Paimon?
Whoa! He actually downed it in one.
Nice job! No wonder you monstatters have such a Me? Well, what do you think? Monster, absolutely. If there was something else, I didn't stop to see it. Just took off as fast as I could. Oh, and guess who showed up just as I'd gotten out of there? Those good-for-nothing rat Niki, that's who. If my luck had been just a little worse, they'd have found nothing but my corpse. Or whatever was left of it anyway. Either way, there's nothing in there you'd want to see.
I see some downcast faces. Why, have we all hit our limit?
Huh. Says who? I'm still raring to go.
Because you didn't drink that much.
In that case, let me raise another glass. To a blast of a showdown and a wonderful evening.
Hello, sir. Lady Nefer has ordered a fresh round of drinks. Could you deliver it to her?
Are they playing cards?
Same as usual then?
6.4 निबलेट स्किन आएगी मेरे पास 300 जेनेसिस है। 6.2 में आ रही है, मतलब लूना 3 में आ रही है। लूना 1, लूना 2, लूना 3। लूना 3 में है वो काफी दूर है। लूना 2 में तो उसका रीरन आ रहा है निबलेट का, तभी स्किन भी आएगा।
Oh, so this is a business deal.
डिस्काउंट पे स्किन 1800 पे और उसके बाद 2400। यस यस 5 स्टार स्किन आएगा, डीलक्स जैसा स्किन आएगा, ग्लो वाला। थोड़ा सा अलग ही बिहेव देखना चाहिए, बस देखना है किस तरह का इनका स्किन होगा यार।
What are we even doing here? I can give you 3 things. The features of the Wild Hunt, the exact locations where it has appeared and the intel we've received from the Lightkeepers. The Wild Hunt is in fact a phenomenon linked to abyssal power. Fog and monsters follow in its wake, posing a lethal danger to ordinary people. On the flip side, these monsters cannot leave the fog, so the disaster cannot spread quickly.
We already know all that.
Fair enough. Then I won't beat around the bush. Here's a map.
तुम नहीं करोगे क्या? क्या? किन? बहुत पैसा खर्च करना पड़ेगा। इतना पैसा क्यों खर्च कर? अभी वैसे भी गेंशिन दिमाग खराब कर रहा है वैसे भी भाई। अभी उनका अलग ही रीजन एक डाल रहे हैं, मतलब उस तरह का फिर कैरेक्टर भी इस तरह का बिल्ड करो। फालतू चीज कर रहे हैं, गेम को बढ़ा रहे हैं सब। मैं 100% होने के बाद कुछ नहीं रहा गेम को। मेरा अभी तक 100% हुआ नहीं ना, इसलिए मैं अभी कर नहीं रहा हूँ। बहुत जल्दी खत्म हो जाता है मेरा 100% कर दूंगा। कंटेंट चाहिए होता है।
Adventurers do that too, and maybe some just go poof by themselves.
I'd agree. And really, we've always had a small, stable discrepancy between reported anti-wild hunt ops and anomalies cleared.
लौर भाई कोई वो आ रहा है क्या? बैकग्राउंड नॉइज आ रहा है क्या? मेरे को एक बार बता दो, मैं सुन नहीं रहा हूँ।
What could that even mean?
I've got two theories. One,
डॉग का बार्किंग वाला आवाज आ रहा है क्या? नॉइज लगा हुआ है नॉइज कैंसलेशन, बट जस्ट मेरे को देखना है। तो मैंने माइक का सेटिंग थोड़ा सा चेंज किया है, दैट्स व्हाई। बैकग्राउंड नॉइज नहीं आ रहा ना? ठीक है, ठीक है, ये वाला क्लियर आ रही है ना? सब कुछ है। पहले जब स्ट्रीम करता था और अभी का स्ट्रीम देखो।
People might start thinking me a bully. Let me give you an opportunity instead. Out of respect for your independent intelligence gathering. An answer to a simple... Have you heard of people seeing familiar faces within a wild hunt anomaly? Or experiencing something akin to, say, an illusion?
No, nothing like that. Nothing at all but ghostly shadows.
Nothing at all, Not even for 50,000 Mora? Either you don't take your debts seriously, or you're confident you can pay it off.
Hey! No means no, alright? This is about my dignity as an...
1 TB Solaris SSD लिया तो Cyberpunk लूंगा।
Okay, well that puts me at ease.
मेरा 1 TB है और एक 1 TB लेना है।
Quite well. Go on then. I'll swing by again. Sometime soon, perhaps.
Ugh.
So, you're his creditor?
Indeed I am. He's resold my intel quite a few times now, pocketing the difference afterwards. Rather dishonest dealing, if I may say so. As luck would have it, he would only purchase information from me when he was just about done negotiating with his buyer. So I arranged a little something just for him. A painful lesson, you might call it.
Ooh, that sounds brutal.
Oh, I was downright beneficent in charging for that betrayal. It was more about the message. In any case, I believe that's all we'll get here. Let's go through what we've learned outside.
नेफर का रोटेशन डेजर्ट से सायनो और नेफर का कुछ तो है। नेफर वैसे भी उसका नटलन किया है।
Know of any new orchestral pieces? I like to swap out the background music in the kitchen once in a while. It's a great way to find new inspiration.
Most of our intel seems quite dispersed, so let's try piecing it all together.
Well, first, no one else has seen that weird phantom, apart from our encounter on Star Sand.
Indeed. And we have that from multiple accounts, so each statement corroborates the other.
What in Teyvat could that phantom be planning?
Agreed. Instances of the wild hunt afflicting Nod Cry.
आज नेफर मदर डेजर्ट से होगी, वो डेजर्ट से लगती है, उसका लुक इजिप्ट जैसा है। हाँ, हो सकता है।
Something special, with our mastermind concealing themselves within, in order to target the moon marrow. In which case, two questions arise. Who is this mastermind? And why would they want the moon marrow? I'll continue investigating along these two lines. We can reconvene again if any...
Mother.
I'm back! Luckily, the store owner kept the medicine bottle I left on the table safe for me. Here you go.
Thanks a bunch, Yehoda. Take a break. You've earned it.
Oh no, I've got work to do later. And anyway, isn't the cannon about to go off? I was watching it the whole way back, praying it wouldn't fire. Not until I got back, you know, again.
Huh. So you're interested in that big gun?
Of course. I mean, just think about it. Something that size is bound to be comprised of thousands, even tens of thousands of parts, fused in such a way that it can operate smoothly and fire off a... Isn't that just so...
It has been a while.
Thanks, boss. Anyway, y'all wanna come? It'll be
might as well. Fruits of our...
Woohoo! Let's go! Kaboom!
We will see you.
Excited too. Just goes to show how...
Oh, for sure. One shot, one kill, problem solved. Simple and practical. Just the way we like it. And even if that wasn't how it worked, just listen to how it roars. If that isn't power, I don't know what is. If only I had that kind of strength.
Hey, don't think like that. Your skills and smarts have been a big help to us, too.
Really? They think that? Oh.
Hey, look! It's starting!
Ooh.
Nice one!
Finally, all fixed up. Nothing.
Awesome!
Whew. That's sure...
I feel...
You know, Paimon's been wondering, if you're so interested in machines, why don't you go work for...
That's what we call drawing a line between your work and your hobbies. I've got some mechanical talents, sure. But this job I have now, no one can do it but me. Not even I know or her silly robot. Anyway, gotta go. See you later.
Says the person who got salt and medicine mixed up. Looks like the crowd's breaking up as well. Let's head up.
Easy Island.
Let's see now. What's changed since we were gone? Yeah, if anything, looks like things are settling down. That's Llama for you. Hey there, Llama. We're back.
The cleanup work has been much more complicated than I expected. Solving problems that have built up over time is a tall order, to say the least. I believe it will take a few weeks more. Fortunately, those who remained appear to have shaken off the initial confusion and are becoming more proactive by the day. It's as if they've finally been forced to come face to face with what their faith actually is.
And it's all thanks to you.
No, I should have done this a lot sooner. I've been focused on taking care of myself these past few days, so I'm in a good place. And since you're looking after the moon marrow for us, I should be able to help you investigate the truth of the past.
Speaking of which, have you heard anything new about that phantom?
I've tried asking around, but to no avail. What about you?
We haven't made much progress either. But here's what we've got.
I think I've got the gist of it. Sounds like you've got your work cut out for you too. Don't forget to take good care of yourselves. In any case, please, come this way.
What do you see? Is it over already?
This appears to have occurred a long, long time ago. The memories I sensed are highly turbulent and disordered, so that is all my power allows me to discern.
Huh? What's the matter?
The flowers changed color.
Yeah, we should go see her and see if we can...
I'll leave that in your hands then.
Oh wait, here you go. This is the medicine you asked the Curatorium of Secrets to help prepare earlier.
Thanks for coming all this way with it. Also, if I may, I have a feeling that Kuthar might be able to help you get a more detailed glimpse at the memories about your spaceship.
Oh, that's true. She's the Kutara, but we best check if she's doing okay first. See you later then.
Evilly थे दिन
Oh, she doesn't look so... Sorry for disturbing you, but... Dizzy. It's like... I'm returning to... Wait, it's not that bad, is it? I sense the moon's power.
We got the moon marrow back from the Fatui. Can it help you in any way?
And what do you require this time? Come on, don't even think about that. Right now, you gotta focus on getting better.
I might need your assistance in the future.
Oh, give me your hand.
भाई क्या हो रहा है?
Back to Earth.
Your feet never left the ground. But anyway, feeling any better?
Significantly, the moon within your body, it is as silent as a reflection in the water. Fascinating. I merely drew forth a ray of its light from the water. Enough to keep me tethered to the ground for...
I think I sense some other changes as well.
That is the moon goddess's favor. All things I come into contact with will bear this mark. It is harmless, and will fade over time.
Speaking of which, do you want to be the Moon Marrow's custodian? Now that you've got your power back? It's supposed to be something that belongs to a god in any case, right?
It is the remains of Arya, goddess of the eternal
The
moon.
moon.
So it does have to do with... Wait, what?
Did you not know this already?
Llama just said it was different from the other fragments, and that she could sense divine power within it.
And she is correct. When I
Maybe.
drew that ray of moonlight from the marrow, I also drew some memories from within. That is how I know that it belongs to the goddess of the eternal moon.
But Llama also saw the past by using the Moon Marrow. Why didn't she see that?
There were once 3 moons in the sky, each belonging to a goddess who ruled over it. But after the War of Funerary Flame, all 3 lay slain, and 2 of the 3 moons were shattered during the conflict. After Arya's death, her power coalesced into this moon marrow. The iridescent moon's remains have never been found. And while the Frost Moon's goddess died herself, her moon was never broken. As the prophecy stated, this moon would birth a new deity sooner or later. The entity the Frost Moon Scions call the Kuchar. I can sense that my power belongs to the Frost Moon, but it lies beyond the false sky, too distant from me. Forget controlling it. Sensing it alone requires immense effort.
Oh, wait, let Paimon count this up. We have the Eternal Moon's Marrow with us. No one can find the iridescent moons. Does that mean you have the Frost Moon's Marrow inside you then?
No. It can only form after the moon goddess is dead. Consider it a form of
Energy
core.
core.
You may as well ask if there are rocks on the moon.
Oh, so you're saying that you represent the Frost Moon's power, right?
Yes. Now, a god with a gnosis is named an Archon. Since you bear the moon marrow, does that make you a moon goddess? You do not wish to become one?
That's not really the problem here. Also, why are you so eager to pass that title on to someone else? Anyway, never mind this becoming a moon goddess stuff for now. We're asking if we should return this moon marrow to you.
I do not desire it.
Huh?
Nor does it desire to come to me.
And what does that mean?
When I came into contact with its power, I sensed a kind of...
Rejection.
rejection. I can only guess that this is because I, too, am a moon goddess. 2 moons will not rise at the same time, let alone consume one another.
Guess it's stuck with me for now then.
You sure that's gonna be okay? Llama did say that you've hidden its power well, but the damselette sensed it just fine. And it's the wild hunt we're dealing with here, not some run-of-the-mill enemy. If it detects the marrow...
The wild hunt? You speak of that phenomenon as if you were describing a person.
Well, it sure looks like there's a person behind it all. Someone with a super clear goal, too. They've been after the moon marrow non-stop.
That seems to ring a bell.
Huh? Is it really?
My colleagues used to mention someone, back when I was still with the Fatui. He hailed from Conria, gaining abyssal power during the Cataclysm, and he had a consuming fixation on the moons.
Conria? Well, we don't know if the phantom we saw has anything to do with that, but the details kind of match. What was his name?
I only know what others called him. The Reikir of Solnari.
One of the five sinners.
There was that title too. Yes.
Wait a second. Dane mentioned him, didn't he? Does that mean that our enemy is Rerir, one of the five?
If that was the case, surely he'd be stronger than this, though.
I have heard that he disappeared not long after the cataclysm. But when I asked my colleagues where he went, they replied, "Do you really not know?"
Why would they say that?
The tale of his final fate has it that he fell into the moon's reflection, from which there can be no return.
Wait, hold up, pause. There's just too much information.
I felt the same. They seemed to think that I should be the one who would know everything about the moon. But as I said, my prologue lies beyond the false skies. I do not even remember my name.
Oh.
Either way, following his departure, the wild hunt situation worsened drastically, and it has since become a byword for abyssal disaster. The present phenomenon may have inherited the same title, but it far surpasses its past incarnation in both scale and lethality.
Oh, to think that we're up against one of the infamous five sinners. That's way too much for us to handle. That incident on Star Sand Shoal must have been luck then. Or maybe he wasn't giving it his all. And even then, he still defeated Marionette.
Oh? What did you just say? Would you mind repeating that?
That's your ex-colleague? So, we were on Star Sand Shoal together, and she was beaten by the Wild Hunt, too. Did you just laugh?
No.
She totally did. Are you two on bad terms or something?
No. I simply imagined the put-out expression she must have worn in that moment, and found it interesting.
She seemed quite shaken.
Oh, she'll adjust soon enough. She's very good at that.
Okay, anyway, we've gotten off topic. Now that we know how dangerous the guy targeting the moon marrow is, you sure you want to carry it around with you, Traveler?
If Fatui intelligence is to be believed, Rerir would prevail even if all of Nodcry were to stand against him. Perhaps something restricts him, if only for the moment.
Before I decide, there's a favor I'd like to ask you, Columbina.
What do you need?
Do you think you'd be able to show me what happened when my sister and I arrived in Nodcry? I mean, when our spaceship first landed.
Sure.
That was quick.
As I said, this to me is but a single ray of moonlight. Nothing to it. Give me your hand, and ready yourself.
Where?
Aether! Come on! We have to leave this—
What?
Hey!
Our spaceship. A long, long time passed after we landed. No one left the ship during that time, but Lumine found me from outside of it somehow.
Huh? How would that even be possible?
I don't know.
The secrets within memories are like cookie crumbs. Take a bite,
and they go everywhere.
All right. I'll keep the moon marrow with me.
Well, if you say so. Will you need my help? I could help you conceal the marrow. You could? Oh, detecting it within you is already no easy task. But I can teach you to further conceal its presence using Kuvaki, like this. Ooh, looks like a shield. Can you sense it? Now, try to maintain it. You learn quickly. Huh. Looks pretty sturdy. Could probably be used in self-defense. Are you always here, Columbina? It's kind of dangerous out there, sure, but have you, taken a walk outside? Dislike strangers. Slightly better. Yeah, the Frost Moon Scions have changed since you last saw them. Who knows? You might actually like... I will consider it. She seems kind of tired. Either way, thanks for agreeing to help us. It wasn't much. The flowers here. They like guests like you.
Yeah, page खोला है अभी.
Merciless. The Raker of Solnari. I've never heard that name before. Let's keep this news confidential for the time being. It would only cause even more panic amongst the people of Nodcry. But if this Rarier is as you describe, he will be a truly formidable opponent if we try to take him on by our strength alone.
Yeah, things might be okay if everyone was willing to work together, but right now... Exactly. Whatever the case, let's start by telling those we can get to join up about the crisis. As it happens, we have our own reasons to protect Not Cry. But even if we didn't, we'd never leave people in the lurch. That ain't our style.
Thank you. The Frost Moon Scions will stand with you to prevent this crisis as best we can. In addition, I believe that the relationships between the various factions in this land are not cast in stone. The winds of change are blowing, and we Scions have nowhere to run. Our faith, our sect, all of it is here. Whether our foe is the Fatui or this Raker, we must stand our ground and remain true to ourselves, even to the last.
Let's see. Speaking of allies, the Krumkake craft shop is the closest by, right? And F is sure to help us.
Come, children. It's time to offer up your prayers to the Moon Goddess.
दिवाली की छुट्टी बस दिवाली दिल वालों की दिवाली होता है
Come, children. It's time to offer up your prayers to the Moon Goddess.
Oh, sorry. I know enough.
Friendly approach detected.
वॉइस
Again.
वॉइस आ तो रही है नहीं आ रही है क्या अबे तुम लोग क्या बोलते हो एक लोग बोलते हो कि आ रही है फिर बोलते हो नहीं आ रही है बोल तो रहा हूँ
Threat level exceeds
मेरे को
expectations.
खुद का आवाज ही सुनाई दे रहा है
Doesn't matter if he's the Rahira Solnari or Solari or whatever. One volley from my cannon, and he'll be blown to smithereens. You were there when we fired it, right? If that isn't the kind of firepower that helps you sleep at night, I don't know what is. True, but the cannon only works against shambling monsters, right? What if Rarir's super fast? Well, we'll just get an effort to go grab him and tie him down. You're not taking this seriously at all, are you? Anyways, firepower is not a concern. See those canisters over there? That's all concentrated Kubaki, which we'll be shipping to Nasha Town. More than enough ammo in there to blast that Fatui research facility to bits in a You sure have been. Of course! This is gonna be the shot that shot. Sure. Travel safe.
अभी क्या करें यार जल्दी खत्म हो जाए
There remain.
Oh, right. Yeah. Remember that Sosi guy? The Ratnik in charge of firing the cannon? Wait, what? Didn't we just see him with... Yeah. It's still new news. So, not many people are in the know. We were only informed because we'd worked together closely. And even that... I'll send Anafa over to Nash. Oh, he seemed like a good guy. Didn't put on any airs despite being a superior officer.
The data concurs. This gentleman appears to have been one of the most accomplished amongst the Lightkeepers, Sergeant His character has also received commendation. Most would have lacked the motivation to fatally attack him.
Oh, that makes it even worse. Hey, what do you mean? Either way, I'm not clued in on.
लेंस के लिए सुप्रोस क्यों चाहिए
He have been allowed on site to investigate the scene.
गेम के लिए चाहिए होगा, काजुअल नहीं चलेगा क्या? देखना पड़ेगा, मैंने कभी फ्लेंस के साथ खेला नहीं है, फ्लेंस के साथ खेलूंगा तभी पता चलेगा फ्लेंस का क्या रिक्वायरमेंट है। काजुहा, काजुहा शायद से नहीं चलेगा। कैसे यूट्यूबर हो? अरे यार मैं कुछ दिनों से नहीं देख रहा हूँ ना, मेरे को लॉमा के बारे में बोलो मैं बता दूंगा, लेकिन फ्लेंस फ्लेंस मैंने खेला ही नहीं अभी तक, किसका ही खेलूंगा। करंट फ्री फायर की टीम बताना। गारना फ्री फायर का टीम है तुम्हारा, देखो प्रीमियम टीम तो है, प्रीमियम टीम नहीं चाहिए, मतलब प्रीमियम टीम से बिना तुमको चलेगा। प्रीमियम टीम में वही जो विंड वाला है, वो नया वाला जो आया है, आएगा वो चाहिए। और तुम्हें तुम मोटिफी यूज कर सकते हो, यूनो यूज कर सकते हो और शोरकीपर यूज कर सकते हो या वेरिना यूज कर सकते हो एज पर योर कैरेक्टर जो भी तुम्हारे पास है। पता होना चाहिए सब कुछ, काम ही सिग्नेचर होना चाहिए। मेरा सिग्नेचर क्या है? तेरे पास इतना सिग्नेचर नहीं होगा देखो, जितना उसके पास है।
Here we go.
क्वियान, चीसा और बैम्बू वाले लेने की सोच रहा हूँ। बैम्बू वाला तो ले ही लो, टेक द बैम्बू वंस। बट चीसा भी यार गुड है, अच्छी है वो। और अगर तुमको गैल्ब्रेना का पूरा वो चाहिए तो वही क्वियान एंड यूनो चला सकते हो। फ्री तो मेरा फ्लेम्स बिल्ड कर दो, फ्री फ्री फ्री, फ्री नहीं, पैसा 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 से फ्री होता हूँ मैं।
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
पैसा नहीं दिया, फ्री नहीं। शोरकीपर का रिप्लेस करने वाली है चीसा, ऐसा सुना मैंने। बट चीसा तो डीपीएस होने वाली है ना, शोरकीपर को कोई नहीं रिप्लेस कर पाएगा अभी तक फिलहाल तो। क्रिट रेट क्रिट डैमेज देती है ना वो, तो इसीलिए उसका रिप्लेसमेंट थोड़ा सा टफ है। बट पता नहीं, चीसा मैंने देखा नहीं है। पैसा 10 रुपए, मैं मेरा मिनिमम है 10,000।
Might as well try squeezing blood from a stone.
सारे कैरेक्टर बिल्ड कर दूंगा, 10,000 क्रेडिट, सारे कैरेक्टर बिल्ड करना स्टार्ट।
Before we start, shall we see if we've made the same guess? Indeed. Quicker than we thought. Keep your eyes peeled for any clues once we get in. No need to jump to conclusions.
But how are we supposed to get in at all?
Just follow me.
और नहीं कर पाया तो मतलब
I'm sorry.
नहीं
We're
कर
not
पाया
looking at
तो
guests right now.
मैं अपना अकाउंट का सारे आर्टिफैक्ट्स
Sorry about that. They're
वो
here
कर
to
दूंगा
investigate.
All of them?
अगर बिल्ड नहीं कर पाया सारे कैरेक्टर इन वन डे। इट्स इम्पॉसिबल, कोई भी नहीं कर पाएगा बिकॉज तुम्हारे पास इतने वही नहीं होंगे। ना तुम्हारे पास मोरा हो सकता है और ना ही तुम्हारे पास फ्रजाइल रेजिन हो सकता है। इतने फ्रजाइल रेजिन चाहिए भी तो अराउंड 500 फ्रजाइल रेजिन चाहिए, जगह तुम सोच सकते हो। ईसा की बात कर रहा था मैं, अरे यार काम ही
Paimon might have said this before, Never, but you sure do come prepared.
Shishich, my old friend. Fill us in, if you would.
Greetings. If you would allow me. The murder happened not long ago. The sergeant major was killed by a single piercing strike from a polearm. We have performed a preliminary sweep of the crime scene to facilitate investigation. No obvious signs of a violent struggle. No damaged doors or windows. The culprit must have used some other means to enter the room unopposed before performing the deed.
Entering unopposed. So, do you think there's a chance that the culprit would usually have right of entry?
At the moment, the most valuable lead we have is based on an eyewitness report from a nearby resident. Specifically, that Flint's was seen entering and leaving this place in the time period when the crime most likely occurred.
Flint's?
We have tried to contact him, but he has not replied.
Very odd indeed.
Oh, he's the prime suspect right now, right?
बस तो मोरा ही बोलबे कि খারাপ হয়েছে কি যদি মাদারবোর্ড খারাপ হয়ে থাকে তাহলে নিয়ে না
Flint's can give
20,000 এর মতো তো
assistance.
টাকা নিয়ে না মাদারবোর্ড।
He does well in missions on the whole. He also had no disagreements with the sergeant major that we know of. So he lacks the motive to commit such a terrible crime. But
ईसा का बात कर रहा था 1 मंथ। हाँ 1 मंथ में हो सकता है।
So we are looking for him.
नेफर स्किप कर रहा है जोंगली के लिए। ओह
Looks like there's not much else to dig up here. Let's go outside and discuss what we've seen. So, the evidence points to Flint's, and he just so happens to have disappeared without a trace. A sticky situation.
चीसा का गेम प्ले आ गया क्या? कामी देखेंगे फिर। देखा नहीं है।
Evidence to prove this to anyone else. Furthermore, Flint's has left us with many questions, all of which will require a reasonable explanation.
Yeah.
Yeah. He said he would report back to headquarters, but it seems he hasn't gone at all. What could he be doing?
Let's approach the issue this way.
Yeah. What reason?
None, as far as I know. And even if he had a motive, it would have been easier to do so out in the wild. Rather...
Yeah. They would have often gone out on missions.
Yes, but this means that he has been hesitant to abuse this ability.
अब बस इंतजार है बैनर आने का। यस, ये लेडी का बैनर आएगा। बैनर कब आ रहा है गाइस? डे बता सकते हो? ट्यूसडे आ रहा है क्या? ट्यूसडे वेडनेसडे है ना आने वाला है।
For instance, Rarier may have already
कब आ रहा है? कब आ रहा है?
long ago. Yes.
Then we've got to find him before the Lightkeepers do. Or we might
नेवर फ्लिंस के साथ नहीं खेल सकता क्या? नहीं। बैनर टाइम दे। अरे रुक जब खत्म तो होने दो। कैसे देखूं?
I'll have you know that this is top secret information
information I'm leaking.
Don't worry. You'll receive a top-class reward. The beach is all yours. I'll
नेफर तुम ऐसा नॉर्मल यूज कर सकते हो कोई दूसरे डंडों के साथ बट नॉट विद द फ्लिंट्स.
Should we reveal Rari's secret? Since he's trying to keep it all hush-hush, why don't we just pull the curtains on his little...
नेफा यूज कर सकते हो. नेफा नेफर डेंडो डीपीएस और फ्लेम्स इलेक्ट्रो डीपीएस है. बट लॉमा अगर है तुम्हारे पास और नेफर निकालोगे तो तुम्हारा डैमेज बहुत ज्यादा होगा. एक सेकंड.
We should avoid throwing more fuel onto the fire.
Yeah, you're right. You've really thought of everything, huh? Nothing for it then. We've just gotta find flints.
Indeed. But just in case, let me stress once more. We should neither be excessively afraid of Rarier, nor trust in flints too lightly. This light source is of special design. It provides illumination within...
ये जोकर लावा सीवन है मेरे पास इसलिए हील का नहीं देख रहा हूँ मैं. हील का क्या ही जरूरत है. मेरे को हील का जरूरत है.
You're welcome. I've charged it to your account, by the way.
एक मिनट ना पहले कमीशन ले ही लेता हूँ. लावा का सीवन मजेदार है लेकिन ऐसा क्या. लामा 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 मेरे को इसका क्वेस्ट कंप्लीट करना है जल्दी जल्दी. लामा से हील होने में मजा आता है. जीवन दिखा दो कामी को लामा का. एक मिनट पहले आया का लेके आता हूँ यार. अच्छा वो देखना है ना. जीवन क्या पढ़ा तो नहीं. She will gain thread of life for 20 seconds. During this time, when nearby party members trigger lunar bloom reaction, nearby active characters will recover HP equal to 500% of Lama's elemental mastery. This effect can be triggered once in additionally the stamina cost Lama's sprint and verb form will be reduced by 40% and its maximum duration extended by 5 seconds. और 5 सेकंड तक भाग सकती है भाई. काफी कुछ है. नाइस. एक पुल सीवन मिल जाता बट बैनर नहीं. लामा का सो
someone there? Please, help me!
Isn't that Flince's voice? Did you hear that? But...
How shall the Savior save himself?
This way, Taylor. This dance is for you. I see everything. The Temple of Wisdom. With all my strength. Allow me.
Receive my blessing.
इसमें वो एरर आएगा.
We'll be in trouble if these spooky shadows touch us. Quick, use the lantern.
क्या हो गया पता नहीं. अच्छा है फिर भी. अच्छा तो है. Use the lantern light to pass through.
Shadows touch us. Quick, use the lantern.
अच्छा लैंप यूज करना था. ओह, okay. वो गेंशिन प्लेयर से लाइट से मर जाता है. अरे यार. वॉक ही मेरे को एकदम बढ़िया बेकार लगता है. वॉक ही करवा दो. Oh, okay, the cutscene.
Hand it over. That was mine from the first. You're a fool. You again.
What the? It's stronger than before. Lantern now!
Ooh. Wow.
It escaped again. This situation speaks for itself, I presume.
Wow.
You were tangling with Rarer out here all by yourself.
So, that vile phantom hiding inside the Wild Hunt has a name of his own.
Yeah, you don't look so good.
Sorry you had to see me like this. All the same, you have my sincere thanks for your aid. To think you had the power to so easily cleanse the filth staining the lantern, which tormented me. Might I ask what magic that was? Or whose pupil you are? I believe I might have saved some face had I mastered just a fraction of such ability. And an enviable constitution it is. A pity that such abilities cannot be acquired.
Why did abyssal power just burst out of your lantern anyway?
That is a long story. Many moons ago, when on Wild Hunt clearance duty, I shattered one of its cores only for a special crystalline object to fall out. I sensed a power surging within it that was at once familiar yet strangely illusory. I freely confess to being an avid collector of ancient gems, coins, and other curios. And curiosity it was that had me store this crystal inside my lantern. Afterwards, I wound up collecting a few more such crystals quite by accident, and discovered that they could merge into a single piece without my prompting. Though my understanding ends there. It was only recently that they began slowly emitting abyssal energy, which could neither be dispelled nor weakened.
Okay.
Is that what Rarer claimed belonged to him?
I concur. And here's the kicker. Before he was exceedingly weak. In fact, I've already beaten him several times, though I could not destroy him completely. But I noticed while engaging him that the crystal fragment would restrict my powers. As such, it occurred to me that I should hide it rather than tangle with him any longer. Alas, he has proved most fixated upon this fragment. And where, might I ask, would it be safe? Or do you think it wiser I threw it away? Were our places switched, would you discard it? Knowing that its perilous might was beyond your ability to counteract, yet capable of causing greater harm should it lie beyond your...
Yeah. Throwing it away would mean giving the bad guy what he wants. But exposing yourself to its corrosion and growing weaker by the day, that sounds super dangerous.
Dangerous.
Only those who shoulder risks are qualified to welcome in the turning of the tide. Those who flee when troubles come are nothing more than deserters. Though I shan't deny that I have your fortuitous arrival and most outstanding assistance to thank for my continued ability to speak such platitudes. Either way, it seems this fragment is now utterly still. That must have made it useless to Rerir. I doubt he would have retreated so readily otherwise.
तो फिल्म एग्जाम हो गया खत्म.
Only reason you came looking for me, though?
Well...
To use the Lightkeepers to find me, I suspect. I did not inform
एक लास्ट है 24 को. Okay.
He should have had more difficulty tracking me down. They alone have
बढ़िया
been able
बढ़िया.
to quickly pinpoint my position.
कैसा गया एग्जाम?
Our Sergeant Major has a Kuvaki-powered device that can be used to detect others who bear a lantern. They usually don't pay my whereabouts much mind unless they absolutely must find me.
You mean this thing?
Yes. Where did you pick this up?
We found it inside a lantern when we first charged into the Wild Hunt anomaly.
It must belong to a Ratnik dispatched to investigate the area, who, it seems, dropped everything and fled the moment they saw.
अच्छा भाई एक रात में पढ़ के टॉप तो नहीं कर सकता. बात भी सही है. ऐसे ही पढ़ लेते.
Were he to use it, that device would likely fail to act as it should. Owing to...
guess that...
So not only is this Rerir ruthless, but a purveyor of dirty tricks too. You might not be familiar with Sergeant Major Sosi, but he put his heart and soul into every... Our deployments are subject to orders from headquarters. and his orders were to be stationed long-term in Nasha Town. As such, he was very seldom able to go back and visit his family. He worked so hard, seeking to produce excellent results that might convince them to transfer him out.
Oh.
But every year they would say, "Wait a little longer. Wait a little longer." He often wondered if it was because he was lacking some. In truth, everyone had nothing but the highest praise for him. But good work does not always lead to good outcome. The higher-ups would think, he's doing great where he is. Let him stay there forever. A most convenient choice for them, at least. Whereas his subordinates would think, wouldn't it be a shame if we were to lose such a talented, easygoing boss? So he waited. And he waited. Until the world closed its eyes in the depths of the night, and a lantern was slowly lit for him alone, that no one could see.
Story कर रहा हूँ.
One that has played out many times throughout history. Another reason to take this rerere's head.
Oh. At least we now know that he's looking for these fragments inside Wild Hunt Anal.
And yet, what did the Sergeant Major have to do with any of this? Why did he have to die?
Could Rarer be angry that the cannon Sosi set up to fight?
Wuthering Waves वाला तो उसी दिन खत्म कर लिया था उसके बाद, क्योंकि उसमें कुछ ज़्यादा कुछ करने का नहीं होता है. सास कमीशन करो हो गया.
We shall just have to exercise some discretion then. Come on. Let us be on our way.
Everyone hold hands. Hold the line.
Fran choose a song.
Commit it to memory.
The world wishes you well.
Roll. Here. Commit it to memory.
For the everlasting forest, lush as the moonlight.
Just say freely. Find anything you like?
अरे यार उधर ही है क्या? निगलेक्ट का वेपन निकालना अच्छा रहेगा. जोंगली
Much has happened, I see.
आज 50 हार गया तो निवलेट अगले बैनर.
Either way, I suppose we were lucky not to receive.
अगर जोंगली मिल गया तो निवलेट पे 50 हार गया तो कुछ नहीं बचेगा. जोंगली की जगह बेडो यूज कर लूंगा. हाँ वो भी सही है.
Let's stop here. Any further and the Ratniki might detect us. Since you two can enter, I'll have to request that you kindly pick me up once you're inside.
Oh? And how are we supposed to do that?
You'll know when the time comes. See you later.
Still acting all mysterious. But he seemed pretty confident, so guess we've got... Hello?
Ah, you're the special assistants for this investigation.
Yep, that's us.
Well, you're just in time. We're basically done investigating the crime scene. All that's left is to finish writing up some records.
इस बैनर पे 50 ना हारो. सोचो मत ज़्यादा.
look into.
मैंने तो हार जाओगे.
This is your last chance to do so. Sadly, no. The motive behind the killing remains a mystery. And while we somehow managed to get news of Flint's, an unexpected accident caused us to miss him. But
वेपन वैन पर थोड़ा रिस्क होगा. वेपन वैन रिस्की होता है. उसमें रिस्क पे जाना भाई.
I have no doubt.
We'll do our part too. Phew, we're in. Thanks to Nefer's reputation, once again.
क्या पता मिल जाए.
We still know nothing
मिल
about
तो
how
सकता ही है.
Flint's gonna enter, or how we'll pick him up. Something the matter? Huh. That looks like Flint's lantern. But where is he exactly? Well, we've got the lantern. What now? Oh, Paimon almost screamed out loud. You never said you could do magic like that.
This lantern may have a rather peculiar shape, but so long as it doesn't glow, it won't stand out in the dark. I calculated that you would have already entered, so I chose a spot visible from the window before using light to send you a signal, as I thought. You're both sharp-eyed and on the ball.
The perks of being veteran adventurers, huh?
Your composure is more impressive still. You're right. That required a little trick of my own. But let us
उसका
leave such
बैनर
trivial
को
topics
क्रिट डैमेज
for
बहुत
a
ज्यादा
brief
है.
moment.
वही तो
Time is
उसके
limited after all.
उसको और भी गॉडली बनाता है.
Just as I thought. Come, try sensing it yourself.
Element weapon. Yes. 88% क्रिट डैमेज आता है उसका वेपन से.
Identical powers must flow from the same source. It was the wild hunt, then, that took my form and killed the Sergeant Major. But why do this?
To sow chaos by depriving the Lightkeepers of one of their commanders?
If the wild hunt's true form is powerful enough to stand against the world as you claim, I fear not even the full force of Lightkeepers could stand against him, let alone the handful of us stationed in Nasha Town. He would have no reason whatsoever to pick quarrels with individual ants. Let's look again more closely. Well, that makes things simpler. In that case, allow me to disturb the fallen. May the goat...
Two subs or
Thought
yes.
he seemed like quite a reckless foe. Certainly not the meticulous mastermind type.
Oh, if we can't get any leads,
ये वाले
we
जल्दी
might have to
खत्म
go back
करना है
to
और क्या.
Nefer. Oh,
प्रीमोजम चला जाएगा.
the likelier he is to achieve his goal. You mean this?
I'm not well versed in machinery, but that means his mechanical arm is malfunctioning, right? It might have been broken in combat.
No, that's not right. Paimon remembers this signal. We saw it before while repairing the cannon. It doesn't mean that the components are damaged. It just means that they're due for regular maintenance, so the device has stopped operating. But the real problem...
टीम भी देख रहा हूँ और गेंशन भी खेल रहा हूँ. बढ़िया 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 खेलो भाई.
Yeah, he even helped us find the maintenance port. It could still be a coincidence, but considering it hasn't been long at all since we were repairing that cannon...
The Soci you met could have been Rerir in disguise. In other words, he played the Sergeant Major before disguising himself as me.
That's right! If
You mean Hintsa?
We had a short chat with him once at the
कुछ भी
tavern.
मजदूरी नहीं रुकनी चाहिए
I know
बिल्कुल
where he lives. The situation is critical, so
अभी
let's
क्या है
take
तुम्हारा यार
control
उसमें
uninvited guests ourselves. Ah, yes. And one more. Remember to pick me up by the window.
क्या 58
Oh, it's you two. And Flint's. Given the hour.
It is indeed. Our sincere. We're investigating a certain matter in connection with Sergeant Major Sosi.
Sosi. Oh. You know what? Forget it. I'm sure it's complicated. No further questions from me. Just a moment. I need to check my...
Thank you for your understanding.
Got it. 8 days ago, he came to request a round of regular maintenance. But as it happened, I had run out of the required components. His mechanical arm is especially sophisticated, having been designed by Aino personally. The parts, too, could only be made by her.
की सारी चेस्ट और
As
पजल
such,
करते
they
करते
usually
मेरा
take
याद बढ़ गया
several days to arrive. In fact,
हो
this
जाएगा
time, he
बाकी
even asked me if we could push his request forward. And I understood, completely. Not being able to use your hand, that's rough for anyone. But even more so if your job involves fighting out in the wild. So I did my best to convince Aino to rush the job. And eventually, the parts arrived. 3 days ago, if I remember correctly. I sent word to the Lightkeepers immediately, but he never showed up. I assumed he was just out on some mission or other. What's with those faces? Everything all right?
You've provided us with some very crucial information, Hintsa. You have our thanks. We can't make everything public yet, but once our investigation is complete, I will return to thank you and provide an explanation on behalf of all the Lightkeepers.
सुब्रोस नेशनल में शिंचो की जगह येलन यूज कर रहा हूँ हाँ कर सकते हैं पर कैरेक्टर को ढंग से बिल्ड नहीं है होगा धीरे धीरे होगा आर्टिफैक्ट जमा करो फ्रेजाइल रेजिन जमा कर रखो
It seems that it is as we guessed. The Sergeant Major Sosi you encountered while repairing the
सारे के वेपन्स और कैरेक्टर और टैलेंट ये बस करके रखो आर्टिफैक्ट तो इधर है अभी नहीं है
But at some point after that, he attacked and imprisoned the Sergeant Major. With the immense gap in strength between them, the job was finished in a single blow. Perhaps his mastery of shapeshifting extends only to outward form, and not therefore to...
You're saying he thought no one would realize his mechanical arm is actually made of some kind of black muck on the inside, so long as it worked, right? Still seems like there...
This also has me stumped for the moment. The cannon has always been used to destroy the wild hunt, and it worked.
Thanks.
How did that help Rerir exactly?
Welcome vanakkam
Assuming he plans to collect the fragments within wild hunt anomalies, firing the cannon works against him, since it would blast those fragments to smithereens.
So we solved one mystery, only to dig up another. This is getting Paimon kind of down.
Yes, I'd say it is high time we took a break. We'll have to fight Rerir.
Yeah, we should...
A reasonable... My colleagues have never... That would be good. Yeah.
कल स्टैंडर्ड बैनर पे पुल किया तो गौरव भी मिला था गौरव को मत बिल्ड करो भाई गौरव बिल्ड मत करो गौरव मत बिल्ड करना गौरव इत्तो के लिए होता है या तो नॉयल के लिए करना होता है
Fortunate then that abyssal energy was on.
Yeah, hard to say how that would have played out.
डिफेंस कैरेक्टर डिफेंस जियो के लिए होता है
You mean to ask why I'm going this far to...
Yeah! You're covered in more mysteries than Paimon could shake a skewer at. You can't just get out of explaining yourself by making lame excuses.
All right. I suppose I do owe you some honesty. Whether out of gratitude or the need to build trust, your deductions have been quite correct. Should one wish to conceal oneself within a lantern, elemental power alone
बेनेट है मेरे पास, उसका लेवल 80 कर दिया, बस अब टैलेंट रह रहा है. टैलेंट करो, टैलेंट कैरेक्टर का 80 और टैलेंट
humans would consider difficult
88 हो जाना चाहिए
in the eyes of non-humans.
ट्रांसलेशन अगर नहीं है तो. बेनेट का बर्स्ट और स्किल 6 लेवल पे है. बर्स्ट करना है. बर्स्ट पे फोकस करो. स्किल पे और नॉर्मल अटैक पे नहीं करना है. कैरेक्टर बिल्ड कर लोगे, पूछ लो ना कौन सा का क्या स्किल करना है. ज्यादा रिसोर्स नहीं वेस्ट करना होगा, तो बहुत रिसोर्स वेस्ट होता है.
Toward humanity, and thus did I experience loss. When you realize you are floating in the middle of a vast ocean, you cannot help but feel that swimming in any direction would be equally meaningless. Would it not be better then to simply sink? But before I could sink to truly lightless depths, chance had it that I should be awakened by a band of Ratniki. They were facing a horde of abyssal monsters, and could not last against such a disparity in strength. Yet those who dwell in darkness for long enough become exceedingly sensitive to all light. And the first light I saw upon awakening.
इनके टैलेंट क्लब के लिए अभी एस्टर को मारना पड़ेगा और वो मर नहीं रहा है. ठीक है, कोई नहीं, मैं हेल्प कर दूंगा.
Perhaps I was moved by their valor. But I was freshly the survivors and I buried the fallen heroes. That was the origin of the final night cemetery. Well, not exactly. I was just more familiar with them. So joining up...
Doesn't sound too...
Well, I believe it. Besides, nonetheless. There are still some things I will not allow to happen. Tomorrow I shall go and check our records to see if I can find any...
ठीक है, तुम
Oh, I'll be fine. I keep a backup copy at my residence in case of emergencies.
Can you even go back there right now? Won't there be Ratniki watching it?
Thanks for the reminder. I believe they'll have checked my place, but they won't have stayed. All things are right, and even if someone is waiting, I have ways around that. I am the master of my own house, after all.
All right then, we'll trust you.
I am the master of my own.
I didn't take you for the cautious sort. Anyway, I hope you'll help me keep this a secret. I'd prefer others not to know.
Paimon's lips are sealed too.
All right. Thanks again for your help.
Good night, ये तो मैं नहीं बोल गया. भाई आधा हुआ है, आधा नहीं हुआ. जाओ, तुम कर लो.
So much noise. What's going on this time?
Hey! Where's Flint's? Is he here? We would be most obliged if you would pipe down a little, dear guest. Our other guests are resting? We're all about to be done for, and you're talking about rest?
I'm in the catch के लिए material farm कर रहा हूँ. हाँ कर लो.
You better give him up. If anything happens, your business here is done for. You want that?
Or are you in
What happened? Did something leak? We were so careful last... what do you mean? This is so confusing! It's not like all the unusual stuff about him will make it any easier to Okay!
Hey! Let us... my apologies.
Hold on! Calm down, everyone!
What in Teyvat is the meaning of this racket? Are you intent on depriving both the Voynich Guild and the Curatorium of Secrets of even a moment's boss? Do we really have to entertain people who don't respect the rules? Call a few of your boys and have them thrown out.
And what hole did you crawl out of?
A watering hole, of course. The one you've just disturbed. A place to get a moment's respite from all the recent unhappiness, and to escape from all this talk of the Wild Hunt. or strange ghosts and phantoms. Who'd have guessed people like you would come bursting in, shrieking louder than any...
This is a matter of utmost importance. We've got solid evidence. All we need now is to confront Flint's face to face. Exactly. And you sure don't look like an impartial party either, Nefer.
Oh, don't I now? How about this then, boss? Let them do their search. If they find their man, they can have their little chat. But if they don't, then they owe everyone here an apology, as well as compensation for all the racket they've caused.
Wait, it's...
All right. I suppose that's the only way. If we don't let them in now, they'll be back sooner or later.
Oh, all right then.
Well, I'd say that sounds like an impartial proposal.
Come on, everyone! Move!
No sign of Flint.
But how can that be? Hasn't he always...
Done searching, are we? Guess it's time to uphold your end of the bargain.
फ्रेंड ने दिया एक तमाचा यो
So, Paimon, you've been waiting to ask me something.
Yeah, how did they even find us here?
My inside man with the Lightkeepers informed me that you paid the crime scene a late-night visit. I surmise that you must have rendezvoused with Flints and obtained some new information. Then, early this morning, a group of people gathered at the town gates, news spreading amongst them that the Wild Hunt could disguise itself by taking on familiar faces. Everyone started throwing out the names of possible suspects. No, and amidst it all, Flints' name started gaining more and more traction. I'm sure his solitary lifestyle may have played a part, but I wouldn't discount Rerir throwing fuel on the fire in secret.
So, did Flint's make his escape after hearing about this?
And that's where I, Yehoda, the quick-witted, fleet-footed backbone of the curatorium, while everyone was super focused on the argument in the main hall, I alone noticed an opening.
I got her to climb up to a window to help Flints out, only for her to return with nothing but a limp.
Aw, come on, boss. I was just getting started.
We initially intended to bring Flints back to the curatorium and wait those people out, but I never expected this to be all that was left. I imagine, though, that he wouldn't have left something that was so seemingly important to him behind.
Might he intend to come back and get it later? Maybe.
Well,
Oh?
what Paimon means to say...
All right, then. Let's have this discussion over at my place.
over my place सब अपने जगह जगह में करो भाई इधर क्यों करना है
I see. So Flint's has a fragment taken from within a Wild Hunt anomaly.
Is he gonna be okay now that he's on his own again?
Earlier, he said that the fragment had gone still, so it's probably of no use to Rerir now.
In that case, Rerir shouldn't have any reason to keep pursuing him, right? So, was all that ruckus back at the flagship?
If I were him, I would have simply turned my attention to collecting other fragments.
A reasonable course of action. Remember what we heard back at the tavern? The actual number of wild hunt anomalies destroyed has been greater than Lightkeeper. Some of these must have been Rerir's doing. He must have been seeking more.
This much is pretty easy to understand, but why would he pretend to be Soci and put so much effort into getting the cannon up and running again?
Maybe because that'd be more efficient than having to...
Yeah, I'm confident that the ammo we're packing has the oomph to do that. But I am a mechanic after all. For me, test data and their conclusions speak loudest. Oh, why don't we find a few of those fragments ourselves and use Kuvaki to carry out a little experiment?
Our lab could certainly accommodate such a test.
In other words, we gotta destroy a couple of anomalies and collect fragments from...
Lightkeeper operations have just about ceased following the Sergeant Major's pass. Meanwhile, the wild hunt continues to grow in scale by the day. I fear only we can keep the situation up.
Then we best act fast.
A feeling we all share, I'm afraid.
There are 3 wild hunt sites that must be dealt with urgently. But I believe we have the capacity to handle it.
Works for me. Nefa and I will take our workshop assistants to deal with...
The Curatorium will handle another.
And we Frostmoon Scions shall deal with...
थोड़ा फ्री हो तो मेरी हेल्प करवा दो कुछ डोमेन कुछ जल्दी हो जाएंगे
Never mind you.
करता हूँ
Let's head out then. We'll meet back up at my lab.
Understood.
Time is of the essence now.
Gotcha. Stick.
Huh. Anyone seen the lantern? Has Flint's dropped by already?
Well...
बेनेट पे अभी मेरा मेन फोकस
You know where we're going.
हो क्या ऑनलाइन हो ये वाला है ना तुम्हारा अभी उसके मटेरियल के लिए स्टॉर्म टेरर को मारना पड़ेगा स्टॉर्म टेरर को तो तुम ही मार सकते हो वो तो कोक में नहीं हो पाएगा चेस्ट खोल दिया मैंने इधर देख लेना स्टॉर्म टेरर नहीं हो पाएगा कोक में स्टॉर्म टेरर को छोड़ के बोलो
The insolent shall be punished.
Forest, protect us.
Everyone hold hands.
With one heart, we pray. Leave this place.
Out of my sight.
Forest, protect us.
This body belongs to ice and snow.
तुमको एसडे को मारना था ना, जो तुमको मारना है बॉस वाले वो है, वो बता दो, वो करवा देता हूँ। ये वाला नहीं हो पाएगा, खुद ही करना होता है। कैसे नोबलिस के पीसी फार्म कर लेते हैं। नोबलिस के पीस फार्म मत करो, नोबलिस तो तुम्हें मिल ही जाएगा। दूसरा वाला कोई फार्म कर लो। नोबलिस तो तुम क्राफ्ट कर सकते हो, मतलब 3 आर्टिफैक्ट मिला के एक आर्टिफैक्ट बना सकते हो, वो तो कर ही सकते हो। दूसरा कुछ कर लो, नोबलिस बन जाएंगे। रिक्वेस्ट दो जहाँ पे भी।
Have you decided where you will go from here? If not,
चलो कर लो कर लो। एम्बलम भी कर सकते हो। अरे यार तुम ना, ये देखो ये देखो, मेरा स्ट्रीम देखो। ठीक है, वो एम्बलम वाला करवा देता हूँ मैं, बट ये जितने भी तुम अभी नाम ले रहे हो ना इधर, तुम इनको वो कर सकते हो। पता नहीं तुम्हारा खुला है कि नहीं, आई थिंक 50 में खुलता है, या खुल जाएगा, बहुत जल्दी खुल जाएगा। ये वाला मिस्टिक ऑफरेंट, ठीक है, तो इसमें क्या करना, 3 आर्टिफैक्ट लेके आना, मतलब बहुत सारा आर्टिफैक्ट एकदम जमा करो 5 स्टार वाले, और इधर कचरा डाल दो जो भी तुमको चाहिए।
the season of verdure draws near once again.
जाओ ले लो, अभी आर्टिफैक्ट ही कर देता हूँ, बाद में करूंगा। ये कर लो, उसके बाद मैं जा रहा हूँ थोड़ी देर के लिए, उसके बाद थोड़ी देर बाद मैं आता हूँ।
Adventure time. Letting great names echo. Everybody stand back. Pyroclastic surge. Gotcha. Incinerate. Fulcrum. Hear the echoes of the valley. Let's light it up. Burn it down.
जा रहा हूँ थोड़ी देर के लिए। चलो बी राइट बैक स्क्रीन लगा देता हूँ।
Someone's guarding this place just like he said. But, oh, where do we find the information he mentioned?
This way. Let's move. We're running out of time.
Ah! There you are! Okay, let's split up and make this happen. Or not! How are we supposed to read through this many files?
Difficult, yes, but it is also our most efficient option. To expose the true intentions of this Rerir, we need to dive into Nodcry's history.
Hope we don't land on our heads then. Ah! Ghost! That file suddenly moved by itself! This is a graveyard, right, Flint's? Do these things just kind of happen?
Many strange things happen here, but this is not one of them.
But that file really did move by itself! Hey, come out! Don't scare Paimon like that!
Wild Hunt Phenomenologue?
Hey! Another file's moving!
Are we being given hints?
मेरे को एक अच्छा नोबलेस पीस मिला एनर्जी रिचार्ज सेंटर अरे वो उसके लिए दे दो बेनेट के लिए बेनेट
Phew! Finally finished! Oh, Paimon sure could use a long break from long words now. Hope she can remember it all.
The material I've read through has all been about past Wild Hunt incidents of enormous scale. What about you?
Paimon as well. Guess that makes 3 of us.
Whatever this is, it seems to want us to notice something. Let's bring our files together and give them another look through.
Alright, Paimon will go fetch hers. All these incidents look pretty different.
Wait. I've noticed something. Before the occurrence of these huge Wild Hunt events, a smaller scale one would erupt in the exact same location. And look, All these smaller scale wild hunt site reports share a common outcome.
They'd be detected, but would go inactive before any forces could be sent to deal with them. They could then be sealed directly using a Tide Seal stone. Huh? But why?
पर वो सारे 3 स्टार पीस है। अरे 5 स्टार पीस।
Some of these records are too old.
5 स्टार पीस में देखो एनर्जी रिचार्ज बस, और कुछ नहीं देखना है।
And here's another similarity. Kuvaki and nearby soil completely drained. Could this be important somehow?
Kuvaki and the Wild Hunt are mutually opposed forces. We Lightkeepers previously believed that these small Wild Hunt sites would temporarily go inactive due to being neutralized by the Kuvaki present in the soil. But now that we've synthesized all this data, there is a key issue this hypothesis cannot explain. Indeed. Despite the name, I would not call a Tide Seal stone sealing powers watertight exactly. But for it to fail and the situation to deteriorate in such short order...
Paimon feels like she's almost got it.
Yes, that might be it. It could be that when Kuvaki and Abyssal
रेवेन्यू स्वॉर्ड से भी मुझे अच्छा खासा एनर्जी रिचार्ज मिल जाता, वो तो मिल ही जाता है।
destroy small-scale wild hunt anomalies. Should Rerir be strong enough?
Paimon kinda gets where we're going with this.
What are you referring to?
We had a
Was there a gap between him pretending to be Sergeant Major Sosi and the cannon being fired?
There was. Aino needed to make some adjustments after we finished those repairs. Rerir, disguised as Sosi, left at that point, leaving him more than enough time to shapeshift into you, return to the Lightkeeper's office and set up the crime scene, before heading over to the cannon's target area and absorbing the Kuvaki.
It all makes sense. And all that just for the fragment I had with me. It begs the question. That's odd. We shouldn't have any I'll go take a look. Ah, it's an ibis.
It's carrying a letter! Ooh, Lala must have sent...
Situation urgent. The cannon began operating shortly after we left Nasha Town and is preparing to fire.
ये लाइव कब तक चलेगी? ज़्यादा देर नहीं चलेगी, अभी हूँ 1 घंटा के आसपास तो हूँ। तुम्हें कहीं जाना है तो यू कैन गो एंड लाइक नो इशू ब्रदर।
Why is he using the cannon again? Didn't he already fire it once before?
5 बजे से पहले खत्म हो जाएगा, बस इतना बता सकता हूँ।
If you recall, his body was incomplete when we last met. If this bombardment continues to increase his strength, he might regain his complete form.
What should we do? There's no...
Let's go to the cannon's target site. That's where we should find Rerir. And that's where we'll... One moment. Just let me get this news to Lauma. Nasha Town is in their hands now.
Go! Fly! Not a moment to lose!
लाइव रात को करोगे? नहीं, 2 दिन रात को नहीं करूँगा एक्चुअली।
Such faith in your companion. But will the inhabitants of Nasha Town understand why they wish to stop the cannon? I think when all they see is the wild hunt surging up everywhere they look, the cannon must seem like their only lifeline. This is the truth I have revealed to them. They did this all of their own volition. The
कौन सा 2 दिन मतलब कल और परसों? दिवाली में बिजी रहूंगा, बाहर रहूंगा एक्चुअली।
You were waiting for us to leave Nasha Town then.
Of course. I imagine the one you call Aina would have managed to stop the cannon otherwise. Shame, then, that you proved one step too in their folly. The townspeople will bar the path of all who seek to stop them.
Well, sir, you look most pleased with yourself. In that case, before you put us out of our misery, I would like to ask you a question. See this fragment? It once haunted your dreams, but now it seems useless to you.
That is my corpse.
Sorry.
My body was once torn into countless pieces and hurled into the swirling chaos of time itself. But even so, my life and will were not extinguished.
VC.
Every last fragment calls to me. Sooner or later, they shall welcome my return.
What are you even saying?
Huh. So the terror of the Wild Hunt was in fact...
Serendipity guided the fragments to construct an incomplete version of myself, upon which I began collecting more within Wild Hunt sites across the land.
Paimon coming in! Paimon coming in! Is this level okay? Can you...
But each time,
Hmm.
the fragments I obtained were hardly worth mentioning.
बोल भी रहे हो कुछ? अच्छा, सर्वर म्यूटेड है। बोलो। हेलो। हाँ, मैंने अभी से किया था। अब वो मैं और रचित दोनों मिलकर करना पड़ेगा भाई। आईटी एक बार में नहीं हो पाएगा। आईटी इतने सारे फ्लोर्स हैं ना, दिमाग खराब करेगा। या तो अगर थोड़ा सा तुम कर सकते हो तो तुम कर दो, पहले के शुरू के कर दो बस। बाकी का बाद में कर दूंगा। शुरू का भाई बहुत पेन है। तुम्हारा वो हो रहा है, विजनरी मोड हो रहा है?
So that's why it responded so strongly to you.
Only by retrieving this most critical piece could I gain mastery over the turbulent Kuvaki energies and be fully
Hence, you fired that first shot, hoping to regain enough power to seize the fragment from me.
Are you completely crazy? Weren't you afraid of dying?
dying.
काफी बड़ा है।
Such power has no hope of killing me. It may just what truly infuriates me, however, is how you've destroyed my heart. All that suffering.
जो बिल्ड है, बिल्ड वाले चाहिए। और किसी का अगर ज्यादा कॉन्स्टलेशन वाला कुछ है तो वो वाला लेकर रखो।
But it will be more than enough to destroy any in this world who stand in my way. Still, I suspect the Kuvaki will have rendered you down to nutrients for my consumption well before you have the time to kneel before me.
Traveler! Behind you! Look at that light!
तुम्हारे पास तो है नहीं। अबे भाई कॉन्स्टलेशन वाला चाहिए।
Dang it! Who fired up the cannon without my say-so?
Its defensive barrier has also been activated, likely in anticipation of interference by malicious actors.
The air is thick with fear and anxiety. It's spooking the birds and beasts. What exactly is going...
You're here. Looks like this was all part of Rerir's plan. Not only did he plant seeds of suspicion in people's hearts, seems he's now igniting them.
देख लो जो मतलब बढ़िया हो, डैमेज डीलर हो।
Yehoda's gone in to scout out the situation. She'll be back any minute.
I'm back! I'm back! Oh, it's bad out there. Rumors flying everywhere you turn. Something about the Wild Hunt preparing to spawn a wave of monsters. The likes of
But that's not even the worst of it. Lots of folks don't even believe the cannon can prevent this crisis. So
अभी तो भाई अपना वो टेकिंग अ ब्रेक वाला पिन हटा दो. अरे हाँ सॉरी. थैंक यू.
How could they still be thinking about Mora when such a catastrophe is imminent?
स्पॉइलर तो नहीं है कहीं पे. स्पॉइलर मतलब वही स्टोरी वही है उनका जो क्वेस्ट है वही वो जो होने वाला है.
Unprecedented danger brings unprecedented opportunities in its wake. A chaotic situation can bury much wrongdoing. Even those who flee without reserve put themselves at the mercy of the divine. Is it any wonder then that some will aim
दिखाओ
to
तुम.
profit? After all, a gamble that might rewrite one's entire life is hard to come by.
अरे वो छोड़ो वो इनवाइट इनवाइट कास्टिंग करो ना. बार बार तुम्हारा डीपीएस है क्या? नहीं तो इसमें C2 नाविया ले सकते हो उसका. रचित का रचित रचित इधर रचित है ही नहीं क्या तुम्हारा? अरे यार इसका लिमिट हो गया. मोटिवेशन का क्या है? एक्स्ट्रा कैरेक्टर चाहिए. एक्स्ट्रा कैरेक्टर किसी और का देखो. नाविया अच्छी है क्या? नाविया चाहिए. जियो का कैरेक्टर चाहिए. तुम्हारे पास जियो ही नहीं होगा. इनका बिल्ड देखो ना. अरे आर्टिफैक्ट लगाओ ना. आर्टिफैक्ट देखो. आर्टिफैक्ट यहाँ से अरे आर्टिफैक्ट देखो. हाँ ठीक है. सही है. ठीक है. इसको कंफर्म कर दो. इसको लगा दो. भाई जा रहा हूँ मैं. ठीक है.
Well, seeing as you disapprove of their actions so strongly, Lady Moonchanter, I suggest that you be the one to handle them. Not like that's the only major problem on our...
Affirmative. We must quell the chaos
नेटवर्क खत्म होने
as
वाला है.
soon as possible.
ओके.
Also, the unexpected activation of the cannon entails a high risk of incorrect operation. This must be stopped in a timely manner.
अरे भाई एक ही तो बुला सकते हो. और कौन कितने बुलाओगे तुम? एक ही बुला सकते हो. बुलाओ ना. तुमने कहाँ पे बुलाया? बुलाया ना. हाँ तो बस. और बुला नहीं पाओगे. देख लो. अगर बुला पा रहे हो तो ठीक है. वो हट जाएगा. हाँ तो एक ही होता है. बाय ब्रो. नेक्स्ट लाइव में मिलेंगे. यस. हाँ ये खाली रहेंगे. स्टार्ट करो. स्टार्ट करके खेलो. ये सब अच्छे से देख लो. ठीक है. कौन सा ये जो इधर है ना इलेक्ट्रो चार्ज ओरिजिन इलेक्ट्रो चार्ज ये सब लेना है. ठीक है. एकदम नहीं कि सिर्फ कैरेक्टर कैरेक्टर ही लेता रहना है. इनको भी लेते रहना है. नहीं तो डैमेज नहीं आएगा. देख लो. अगर तुम्हारा पास हो रहा है सब कुछ. जिसको मार रहे हो अभी वो सही है. तुम मार पाओगे उसको अच्छे से. जो कैरेक्टर अभी मिलेंगे उसके ऊपर जो ऑलरेडी कैरेक्टर देते हैं लोग. देख लो. अभी ये क्वेस्ट कंप्लीट कर रहा हूँ मैं.
If Rerir has already formulated some counter... For example, he might have spread a rumor that the Wild Hunt would take your form.
Possibility high. If they view the cannon as Nasha Town's only hope, they are likely to conclude that anyone who tries to stop it must be with the Wild Hunt. We will face strong resistance, but they're just ordinary people. Brute force must be avoided, if possible.
There's no time. Let's go into the town. I'll find some way to calm the townspeople. You find a way to stop the cannon. Oh, you're back. Hmm? The Traveler won't make it back in time. So they're heading straight over to Star Sand Shore.
Wait, what? Isn't that the cannon's target? Why would he go there?
Assessing risk level. Maximum.
So if we can't prevent the cannon from being fired...
Then he's prepared for the worst.
And we must ensure that his trust in us is not misplaced. Let's go.
Most of those we've met so far have been attempting to escape, so they haven't gotten in our way. But it won't be so easy. Looks like they formed groups to protect the cannon. If they believe that we're with the Wild Hunt.
Is that Lady Lama? But are you really...
It's you, Rixa. I believe you recognize this power, having lived on Hisi Island for so long. It is not something that anyone else could imitate.
I do, yes. So it really is you. But why are you here? Really, I believe you, but the others... Well, they'll be on high alert.
The townspeople have been misled into believing that they needed to activate the cannon. I am here to stop...
But...
I know what you wish to say. Our island and Nasha Town have never had close ties. There should be no reason for me to intervene. But you chose to leave the island. You had the resolve and the courage to start a new life. It is unfair, unjust, that you should be dragged into this mess just as that life was about to begin. I seek to redress this injustice.
रिवाइंड सिर्फ 2 बार कर सकता हूँ.
But for please, have faith in our long-standing friendship, and that this is where my heart has led me.
Thank you, my lady.
Then come.
ये तो खत्म कर देना पहले शुरू में.
Alongside me, and
ये काम का नहीं है.
part two.
All right.
Seems we chose the right person for the job. All right, everyone.
Huh? You're not coming with us?
We won't be able to calm this storm by our power alone. As such, I'll need to contact some... Let's call them friends in high places. Let's go, Yehoda.
Okay. See...
Remember these words. The road shall be paved with truth, and we shall pave it ourselves.
Lady Moonchanter, there's a child here!
It's all right now. Go, quickly. monsters you fear do not exist here. The madness you have fallen to has been the source of untold disasters.
You think we had a choice?
Destiny is no excuse for greed and destruction. The choice has always been yours to make, and it remains so, even now.
जोंगली को मत लेना, ये सब कर ले। बॉस देख लो पहले, ढंग से बॉस देखो उधर।
The cannon is all yours now.
Got it. Thanks, Lauma. Enough. Give her a crumcock.
Orders received and immediately deferred. Departure take.
Please, everyone, listen to me. I will not deny that we hold different beliefs. But in the face of the immense threat that hangs above us all, we must persist.
धनतेरस क्या ले रहे हो? कुछ नहीं। धनतेरस में क्या ले? कुछ नहीं ले रहा। पैसा ही नहीं है।
Prized open by those who harbor ulterior motives. If your fear is born of helplessness, if you flee because you know not how to fight, then follow me, you who are lost.
लेना होता है, घर वाले लेते हैं ना।
I am no god, but so long as we hold our candles steady and unite beneath the same moonlight, no deception or rumors can be concealed from us. Let us resolve then to defend ourselves and to stand firm against the false illusions.
कंपल्सरी, अरे घर वाले लेते हैं।
Let's go, Enough. This way up. This is making me dizzier than I expected.
Adjusting route. Make ready.
Out of the way, small fry.
चम्मच ही ले लो 10 रुपए का।
Track missing. Fall imminent.
Come on. Get out of there. Whoa, nice.
तुम क्या लिए हो? हम जाएंगे, अभी पापा नहीं आए। These are you. तुम क्या ले रहे हो भाई? तो बता दो। फिर रखो। No.
This isn't good enough. We gotta hurry.
Scanning. Kuvaki ammunition fully loaded. Preheating complete. The cannon is going through its final pre-fire checks.
All right. Let's hit the emergency brake.
Assessment. Not enough time. Emergency brake will cause internal explosion of stored Kuvaki. Damage assessment. Incalculable. Nasha Town likely to be blasted sky.
No! I mean a manual brake, the primitive kind.
A manual brake. Understood. Roger that. We are out of time.
All your efforts have been futile. It is too late now.
Perhaps you're right. Why aren't you running?
Sigisato passa sax, iti hipotutos. Necritus necrus baptisi, que isondes tu zonos pentusi. Osesticos palatin pirantur misuricu, topirtu aetion veratum.
Send okay. नेफ आएगी बचाने आर्कन क्वेस्ट हाँ आर्कन क्वेस्ट है अरे नो स्पॉयलर्स भाई रह रहा देखो वैसे क्या पुल करने वाले हो तुम नेक्स्ट
Well, that's not good.
Sluggish. Torpid. This body is a disappointment. I can barely muster 10% of my original strength. You've ruined everything.
Let me guess. You didn't get a human body back, did you? Watch out! Whatever rationality he still had when he was searching for his body is gone. All that's left is the calamity you see before you. A monster fueled by nothing but his own obsession.
Matters not. Having a heart. Being human.
कलम भी ना आना आएगी ना इधर कलम भी नहीं कमेंट होगा Fool's time to die. Yeah, that's it.
You too have the potential to be driven mad by knowledge. But the truths you seek are so insipid. How laughable that you should die for their sake.
Hey.
You're wrong. The unknown is but a fog to be dispersed. Knowledge is the true pillar of the world. You're not the only one who got stronger. Polonia!
Kamehameha. भाई साहब moon. आई मून नहीं था यार अबे यार खाता मैं क्वेस्ट है इधर ही हो जाएगा हाँ पहले मैंने सेव कर लिया तुम लोगों को इतना भी समझ नहीं आता है
You have my sincere gratitude. The flowers here bloom in such peaceful silence. Oh? I take it that means you've been here before then. In that case, I count myself fortunate to be your associate.
Columbina! What did you do that for? I studied his abilities inside out. Equipped Polonia with comprehensive countermeasures. We were going to settle the score.
But he still broke through, did he not?
What? You expect a battle to be
बोलो
completely one-sided?
थोड़ा सा डाउट है मेरे को ऐसा क्यों लग रही है वो सपोर्ट में आ जाए
Polonia would have been fine in a head-on clash. But battles just get chaotic.
Oh, so you actually thought you could win. Have you been taking care of yourself lately? Your calculations seem to have deviated quite seriously. Perhaps you could try sleeping and rising earlier. Or you could adopt my previous recommendation and...
नहीं नहीं नेक्स्ट अपडेट में था लूना 4 में आ रही है लूना 4 या 5 में साइप्रस में आ रही है बहुत बहुत टाइम है इन लोग कुछ ना कुछ तो कर रहे हैं ना ये लोग लीक्स डाल दिए उसके ऊपर निवलेट विवलेट डाल रहे हैं जिनोनाइन डाल रहे हैं
worried about you, too. Not only because the remains of the eternal moon goddess cannot fall into his hands, but also because you've done much for me yourself. And then well, I brought your associate along for the ride too. But that was as much as I could do.
You're not afraid to speak your mind, miss. I like that. Please, call me Flint's. It is my honor to make the acquaintance of one such as yourself.
Still, what do we do now? Riri's gotten stronger again.
We did block most of the Kuvaki, so I'd say we've put a lid on his plans for now at least. But we still don't know what his aims are, and he may continue gathering power. So we must be very...
After you left, I could no longer sense his presence. That means it's safe out there for now.
A question, if I may. Kind Miss Columbina. When the cannon's Kuvaki beam was deflected earlier, I saw several bolts of energy streak toward Hisi Island, only to be blocked. Did you also have a hand in that?
No.
I see.
Oh yeah! The cannon veered off course in the end, didn't it? Paimon wonders how Aino and the others are doing.
In that case, Miss Columbina, I shall not disturb your serenity any longer. Thank you once again for coming to the
Go now, all of you. Do not worry. My strength still isn't returning. It seems my time is running out.
ये चल रहा है. Uy.
Fortunately, we were able to minimize the harm. Only a few townspeople were hurt. But the Ray hero Solnari has now gained a complete form, while we still know nothing about his goals.
It seems we have done something akin to releasing a vicious Kukusaur into the wild.
Deserved.
I'm sorry.
2 दिन मेरा ये देख लेना यार गेंशिन का. बस वो कर देना कमीशन. मैं ट्यूसडे को आऊंगा.
He said that this world means nothing to him, so it is possible that he doesn't have a reason to fight us at the... If his objective had been revenge alone, we would likely have no recourse.
Is there, still time for me to tender my resignation? Just kidding, just kidding.
So my cannon, my pride and joy was a hindrance rather than a help. You know what? That's right. And it still works on normal wild
Flints.
तुम्हारे थिएटर तो काफी टाइम है, कोई इशू नहीं है, हो जाएगा.
I've explained everything to them. You're in the clear.
My thanks. For...
Had you been willing to show your...
You mean you're being promoted? Was Paimon the only one?
Well, if you've got a moment. There's a certain gentleman. Here he lived as if it were a mere matter of course. Slowly, gradually, he came to think as such himself. I have achieved too little. I must do better. Perhaps his end was tragic. But I remain proud of the way in which he illuminated every shadow born of... I've heard that one too. Is that so? Well, you're right, but we will. It is not dissimilar to the role of a graveyard keeper. We do not seek to bring the dead back to life, only to grant them peace.
200 पुल पे एक आएगी बस.
The Lantern Fae is not playing the leading role in these. Light Bearer, with your blood you have paved the road, even as we hurry on. Bruised and battered though we may, until it closes its eyes in the depth. Thank you for.
Hey, it's the Water. Should we go after her? Or do you have someone else you'd like to meet?
Columbina.
Columbina! What are you doing here?
Was it not you who recommended such walkabouts to me?
Yeah? But aren't you a...
Zandrone seems uninterested in my capture, and the others are unlikely to risk making contact at all.
Well, it's good to come...
However, is this where you purchased the dishes you treated me to?
Are you serious? That's what she's concerned about? Berries and fried meat?
भाई अपना माइक साउंड लो करो और गेम का साउंड दो. गेम का साउंड नहीं आ रहा है क्या? कम करके रखा है ये.
I could not gain any insight into his schemes, I fear. Now that he has donned a shape and form, selling his power short would prove a fatal...
कोई आके बोलता है भाई मेरा काम वो नहीं आ रहा है, इसलिए मैं काम करता नहीं हूँ. हेलो, अब ठीक है?
I cannot say if that fixation is perhaps understanding the subject of his fixation shall prove key to repelling him in the future. Well, Zandrone's daily routine is highly irregular. The doctor often orders people around. As for Arlecchino...
Deep OP. Wow.
Well then.
Nice name, brother. गेम का साउंड दो. भाई गेम का साउंड है तो और कितना दूं? पूरा दे दूं? फिर मेरा माइक बंद हो जाएगा. अबे बात जब होता है ना तब गेम बैकग्राउंड नॉइज नहीं साउंड नहीं एंटर करते हैं लोग.
I could not gain any insight into his schemes, I fear. Now that he has donned a shape and form, but that power of his plays host to an obsession that borders on... I cannot say if that fixation is directed at the moons or at something else. Perhaps understanding the subject of his fixation shall prove key to repelling him in the future. Well, Zandrone's daily routine is highly irregular. Well then, and what plan is that precisely? Well, I still wish to return to the moon. That is where the answers lie.
Quest complete. Yeah.
Interesting. You followed me this far. Why not show...
Haha! Right you are. I forgot to introduce my... The name's Varka.
Varka.
Knight of Boreas and Grand Master of the Knights of
Boreas. वारका ने ज्वाइन कर दिया क्या ये सब?
Take heart.
क्या?
Toil not in vain.
$32 कितना पिटी है पुल्स हो? 37 का पल्स हो गया रेडी। तो मतलब मेरा 80 पिटी हो ही गया है।
Sky is hidden from view. Still the moon
40 का पिटी बिल्ड है,
light upon you.
ऊपर से गारंटीड भी है, तो नेफा तो वैसे ही नहीं है, नेफर तो आ ही जाएगी। वेपन यार चाहिए तो जरूर, लेकिन वेपन नहीं आने वाला है, कहता ना। इवेंट का वेपन ठीक है, बट मैं देखता हूँ अगर लॉस्ट प्रेयर से काम हो जाता है तो लॉस्ट प्रेयर दे दूंगा। वुदरिंग वेव्स थोड़ा ऑन कर दो आज का। मेरा एक काम करके दे सकते हो जल्दी से? मैं एक अभी इसका वीडियो डालना है मेरे को, बस बिठा दो तो मैं, तुम्हारे पास तो कैरेक्टर्स पहले से ही हैं। लीक के दे दो क्या? मैं स्क्रीन लामा का क्या दिया था तुमने शुरू में? अच्छा, लामा लूनर ब्लूम। टर्कीज C0 R1 तुम्हारा C0 तो, हाँ C0 कर देना। उसको लेफ्ट साइड, उसको राइट में रहने दो, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, राइट में रहने दो, वो सही लग रही है उस हिसाब से। बस चेंज द नेवलेट, नेवलेट की जगह उसका कोड कर दो। तुम्हारे पास तो ऑलरेडी टीम है, बस तुमको आयाका को ऐड करना है, कहने की जगह। सबसे बेस्ट इवेंट ये वुदरिंग वेव्स का इन लोग ने ये वाला दिया है, कुछ नहीं करना है, बस चला के छोड़ दो। उनको थोड़ा सा सफाई भी करना है। कितना सही है, मतलब इनका ये वाला मेरे को एकदम सही लगा, मतलब ऑटोमेटिकली डिटेक्ट कर रहा है। तब भी भाई उसको करना भी इतना आसान काम नहीं है। अब वो मेरे को कुछ बोल रहे हो क्या? कल गैल्ब्रेना का एक बढ़िया पीस मिला मेरे को, उसका 1 स्टार है, 1 स्टार का वाला काफी बढ़िया निकला, सॉलिड निकला। मतलब इसमें वो हर चीज चाहिए, मतलब चाहिए जो इसको जो मिला है, बस एचपी एक है जो मतलब एक्स्ट्रा है, बाकी हर एक चीज उसको सही है मिला है। क्रिट डैमेज, क्रिट रेट, एनर्जी रीजन, हैवी अटैक डैमेज बढ़ा, उसका हैवी अटैक वैसे भी चाहिए। वेपन वेपन तो अभी भाई बहुत होने वाला है, 70 हुआ, 80 90। अरे वो नहीं है, मटेरियल ही नहीं मिल रहा है। अरे मेरा वो शेल क्रेड खत्म हो जाता है ना, मैंने इतने सारे बिल्ड किया ना अभी रिसेंटली, शेल क्रेड खत्म हो गया। अच्छा चीसा क्या वो है क्या, सपोर्ट होने वाली है? वो तो डीपीएस होगी। स्टोर कीपर जैसी। तो बफर तो है ही ना। अबे मेरे को लगा ये वो बनने वाली है, डीपीएस।
Stay behind me. Honor cannot unmatched.
क्या भैया हो गया? हाँ लूना मैंने।
Barely felt it.
इतना 2 तो अभी स्टार्ट होगा ना, नेफर के साथ स्टार्ट होगा। चलो कोई है भी नहीं स्ट्रीम पर, बंद ही कर रहा हूँ। हाँ